The wife returned home early from her business trip. Jean caught her husband lying intimately in a strange woman's lap. Caught red-handed, the man panicked instantly. He scrambled up and rushed to pull his wife into an embrace. But she was no fool. She demanded to know what the two of them were doing. The man brushed it off with a casual explanation. He claimed the woman was the new live-in nanny. And the one playing nearby was the nanny's disabled son. He added that he had a headache from looking at spreadsheets. And only asked the nanny to massage his head. A massage is one thing. But why is she wearing my pajamas? To her surprise, the man kept up his performance. He lied, saying the nanny's clothes got wet. So he let her borrow his pajamas to wear. He even went on the offensive, accusing her of interrogating him the moment she walked in. Jean forced down her growing sense of dread. Little did she know, this was only the start of the nightmare. The next second, she saw the nanny's son tearing apart her $2 million designer bag she had never even worn. But seeing this, her husband didn't scold him at all. Instead, as the nanny shed a few tears, he handed their commemorative gift directly to her. He even accused her of lacking compassion. But the absurdity didn't end there. She turned to find that their wedding portrait in the master bedroom had been replaced by a family photo of him and the nanny's brood. Yet the shameless nanny just put on an innocent face, claiming he only took it because he pitied them. She even had the gall to say it brought some life into the room. The man took his psychological warfare to the extreme, claiming the nanny had a warmth that reminded him of a mother. He then allowed them to occupy the room that was rightfully hers. Faced with this manipulative, encroaching nanny, she finally reached her limit and decided to fire her. But this decision ignited his absolute fury. He berated her, calling her aggressive and narrow-minded. To protect the nanny, he disregarded his pregnant wife and started a screaming match. Then, he blatantly walked out with the nanny by his side. Seeing the triumphant look in the nanny's eyes, her heart shattered, she completely fell apart. She remembered the early days of their marriage, when he swore he would love her for a lifetime. He had even vowed by her father's deathbed, promising he would give his life to cherish her, never letting her suffer or shed a single tear. That was what he told her dying father. He entrusted his daughter and the entire company to the man. But they failed to notice. The moment the man took the appointment letter, his eyes couldn't hide a greedy, opportunistic gleam. Now, holding the reins of power, he turned against her for the sake of a live-in nanny. To compensate the nanny and her son, he took them out on a wild, lavish shopping spree. And that manipulative nanny, desperate to climb the social ladder, deliberately snapped photos to send to his wife. Seeing them, the wife felt her heart sink to the depths of despair. She had been out on exhausting business trips while pregnant, saving him billions in losses. Yet she never received a single word of care or appreciation. Yet, all the nanny had to do was play the victim, and he would be overcome with pity. The wife's heart finally went cold. She exposed their sordid affair directly to the residents' group chat. Once the news broke, the chat group exploded. But when the nanny saw the messages, she just put on a fragile, agreed act in front of him. The man was instantly consumed by rage, determined to step in and defend his nanny. She's really overstepped her bounds this time. It's time to teach her a lesson. She had no idea what was at stake in this home. Upon returning, the man and his wife fell into a heated argument. Suddenly, the nanny's dim-witted son came charging in. She couldn't dodge in time, and her stomach slammed into the corner of the table. She collapsed onto the floor instantly. As she lay there, writhing in agony, he ignored her and rushed to help up. The fool who had only suffered a minor scrape. He even insisted on taking him to the hospital. She cried out to her husband for help. But his reaction shattered her heart for good. Ignoring her life-threatening condition, he took the nanny and her son to the hospital, leaving her alone on the cold floor, struggling in despair. Fortunately, Wang Ma found her just in time and rushed her to the hospital as she suffered from severe abdominal pain.
Open the Simi TV app and watch the full series now.